Hello, my future wife. I know that sounds bold, maybe even a little crazy, but when you feel something real, you don't whisper it. You say it with your whole heart. And I'm saying it now, because it isn't just a normal day. It's not just a date on a calendar that people forget after 24 hours. No, it is the day something changes. It's the day you're going to look at me differently. It's the day your heart is going to pause for a second, and then beat faster than it ever has. I've been holding something inside for too long, not because I was scared, but because I wanted the moment to be perfect. And now, the time is close. So listen carefully, my future wife, because May 3rd will shock you. Not with pain, not with drama, with a truth so deep, so unexpected that you'll feel it in your soul. Hello, my future wife. I know that sounds like a sentence people don't just say. It sounds like something written in a movie, something dramatic, something unreal. But I'm not saying it for drama. I'm saying it because when I imagine my future, when I imagine peace, when I imagine home, I see you. And I don't know how to explain it in a simple way, because some feelings don't fit into normal words. Some feelings are too heavy to carry quietly. So I'm saying it out loud. Hello, my future wife. And before you laugh, before you roll your eyes, before you say, stop being so serious, listen, because I'm not playing. I'm not testing you. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to win you over with sweet words. I'm just telling you the truth in the most honest way I know how. There are people in this world who talk a lot. They make promises like they're handing out free gifts. They say forever like it's a small thing. They say I love you like it's a casual habit. But I'm not like that. When I say something, I mean it. When I choose someone, I don't look back. And I chose you. Maybe you don't realize how rare that is. Maybe you've seen people leave too easily. Maybe you've watched someone promise loyalty and then disappear when it got difficult. Maybe you've been disappointed enough times that your heart learned to stay guarded. And I understand that. I understand the way you act strong even when you're tired. I understand how you smile even when your mind is full of thoughts. I understand how you pretend things don't hurt because you don't want anyone to know yours. We're sensitive, but I see it. I see you, and that's why I'm here. Not to waste your time, not to be another chapter that ends in pain, not to be another name you try to forget. I'm here because you're not temporary to me. You never were. You might think love is supposed to be loud. You might think love is supposed to be flowers and gifts and big speeches every day. But real love, the kind that lasts, the kind that survives storms, it's quiet, it's steady, it's consistent. It's the kind of love that shows up even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's not convenient. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I don't have flaws. I'm not saying I don't get jealous sometimes or overthink or stay silent when I should speak. I'm human. I make mistakes. I have moments where my mind fights my heart. But one thing I'm sure about is you. You're the kind of person who makes me want to be better without even asking. You're the kind of person who makes me rethink everything I thought I knew about love. Because before you, love felt like an idea. But after you, love feels like a destination. And I want to get there with you. That's why I call you my future wife. Not because I'm rushing, but because my intentions are clear. I don't want a temporary connection. I don't want something that fades when the excitement disappears. I don't want to waste nights talking about dreams and then act like strangers later. I want the real thing. I want the love that grows, the love that builds a home, the love that doesn't run when life gets heavy. I want the kind of love where I can hold your hand in silence and still feel like I've to soars. And yes, May 3rd will shock you. Not because I want to surprise you for fun, not because I want to play with your emotions, but because May 3rd is the day I stop holding back. It's the day I stop hiding what I feel. It's the day I stop acting calm when my heart is screaming your name. Because I've been carrying something inside me, something serious, something real. Something that has been growing every time you smiled at me, every time you talked to me, every time you existed in my life, like a blessing I didn't deserve. And the truth is, you don't even know the effect you have on me. You don't know how your voice stays in my head after the conversation ends. You don't know how I replay your words like a song I never want to stop listening to. You don't know how I look at other people, and realize nobody compares to you. And that's not obsession. That's not temporary excitement. That's not a crush. That's love. The kind that's patient, the kind that waits, the kind that respects you enough to take time to build something strong, to not rush into something careless, because I don't want you for a moment. I want you for a lifetime. I want to wake up next to you and feel grateful. I want to argue with you sometimes and still choose you at the end of the day. I want to see you angry and still find you beautiful. I want to see you tired and still feel proud of you. I want to be there when life is easy, and I want to be there when life breaks you. Because that's what real love is. Not leaving when the shine fades. Not disappearing when things get serious. Not acting like feelings are a joke. Real love stays. Real love protects. Real love sacrifices. And you deserve that. You deserve a man who doesn't make you question your worth. You deserve a man who doesn't confuse you. You deserve a man who doesn't play games. You deserve a man who looks at you like you're the answer to every prayer he never spoke out loud. And I know you might have fears. Maybe you're thinking, what if this ends like the others? Maybe you're thinking, what if he changes? Maybe you're thinking, what if he's only saying this because he's emotional right now? But I'm not emotional right now. I'm aware. I'm calm. I'm serious. And I'm choosing you with a clear mind. Because I've thought about this. I've imagined the future. I've imagined the responsibilities. I've imagined the hard days. I've imagined the sacrifices. And even after imagining all of that, baby still wants you. Not because you're perfect, but because you're real. Because you're rare. Because you're the kind of woman who doesn't just make a man feel loved. You make him feel alive. You make him feel like he has something worth fighting for. And that's why May 3rd will shock you. Because on May 3rd, you will realize, I'm not just talking. You will realize I'm not like the ones before. You will realize I didn't come into your life to waste your time. I came into your life because God placed you in my path for a reason. And maybe you don't believe in destiny. Maybe you don't believe in signs. But tell me something. How else do you explain the way two hearts can find each other in a world full of distractions? How else do you explain the way your name feels like peace in my mouth? How else do you explain the way your presence calms me down, even when everything else feels chaotic? You're not just a person to me. You're a feeling. You're a dream. You're the kind of love people write poems about, but never actually find. And I found you. Or maybe you found me. Either way, I'm grateful because now I know what it feels like to want someone without selfishness, to love someone without conditions, to think about someone's happiness as if it's my responsibility. That's what you did to me, and you didn't even try. You just existed. And somehow, you became the most important part of my thoughts. So when I say, hello, my future wife, I'm not being dramatic. I'm being honest. I'm speaking the truth before the world catches up to it. And on May 3rd, you will understand. You will understand why I've been acting different. You will understand why my eyes look at you like they're holding a secret. You will understand why my voice gets quiet when I talk about the future. Because I've been planning something. Not something small. Not something casual. Something that carries weight. Something that carries intention. Something that will make you stop and realize, this is not just love. This is commitment. This is loyalty. This is a man choosing one woman and never needing another. And I know it might scare you, because real love is scary. Real love isn't just butterflies. It's responsibility. It's trust. It's risk. But I'm ready to take that risk. I'm ready to stand in front of you and show you that my feelings are not temporary, that my heart isn't confused, that my soul knows where it belongs. And it belongs with you. So yes, May 3rd will shock you, not because something bad will happen, but because something beautiful will finally be revealed. Because on that day, you will hear words you never expected. You will feel something you've never felt before. And you will realize you're not just loved, you're chosen. And I don't choose lightly. I choose with my whole heart. I choose with my whole life. I choose with a promise I'm ready to keep forever. So, hello, my future wife. Get ready because May 3rd is coming. And now, we come to the part you don't see coming. Because I know you. I know how you try to act normal when something touches your heart. I know how you pretend you're not emotional, but your eyes always betray you. I know how you laugh things off when you're actually overwhelmed. And that's why I'm telling you this slowly, carefully, like a man holding something fragile in his hands. Because what I feel for you is not a joke. It's not a moment. It's not one of those temporary feelings people get when they're lonely. This is deeper. This is the kind of love that doesn't disappear when life gets hard. The kind of love that stays awake at night, thinking about your future. The kind of love that prays for you, even when you don't know it. And maybe you've never had someone love you like that. Maybe people liked you, admired you, wanted you, but never truly understood you. But I'm not here to just want you. I'm here to hold you, to protect you, to build something with you that even time can't break. Because I didn't call you my future wife for fun. I said it because I meant it. And I know when you hear those words, a part of you gets happy. But another part of you gets scared. Because love has hurt you before. Because promises have disappointed you before. Because you've seen people talk big, and then vanish when reality shows up. But I'm not a man of temporary words. If I say I'm staying, I'm staying. If I say I'm yours, if I say I see you in my future, then I'm already building that future in my mind. And May 3rd is the day you will realize I've been serious this whole time. It's the day you will realize I've been planning something with patience. Not because I needed time to decide, but because I wanted the moment to be unforgettable. Because you deserve a moment that feels like destiny. You deserve a moment that makes you stop breathing for a second. You deserve a moment that makes your heart whisper, "This is it. This is the love I've been waiting for." May 3rd is not just a surprise. It's a statement. It's proof. It's me standing in front of you, with nothing hidden, nothing unclear, nothing uncertain. It's me showing you that I'm not like the people who came before me, because they might have loved the idea of you, but I love the reality of you. I love your mood swings. I love your silence. I love your stubbornness. I love the way you act strong even when you need someone to hold you. I love the way you care too much and then pretend you don't. I love the way you fight with the world, but still have a soft heart underneath it all. And that's why May 3rd will shock you, because you're not expecting a man like me to go this far. You're not expecting someone to choose you so seriously. You're not expecting someone to risk everything, just to see you smile. But I will, because when I look at you, I don't just see beauty. I see peace. I see loyalty. I see a woman I can build a home with. I see the mother of my future children. I see the kind of partner that makes a man grateful he survived all his hardest days. And maybe you'll say, why me? Maybe you'll think, I'm not perfect. Maybe you'll feel like you don't deserve this kind of love. But that's exactly why you deserve it. Because you've been through enough. Because you've cried silently enough. Because you've carried pain in your heart and still managed to smile for people who never even see your struggle. And I noticed. I noticed everything. I noticed the way your voice changes when you're hurt. I noticed the way you disappear emotionally when you feel ignored. I noticed the way you act like you don't care, but you care more than anyone. And I'm not here to take advantage of that. I'm here to protect it, because your heart is rare. And if I'm being honest, AB, I don't just love you. I respect you. And respect is the most dangerous kind of love, because it doesn't fade. It doesn't get bored. It doesn't look for someone else. It doesn't cheat. It doesn't play games. Respect makes a man loyal without effort. And you have that power over me. So May 3rd, when that moment comes, you're going to feel it. You're going to realize, I wasn't talking for attention. I wasn't flirting. I wasn't entertaining myself. I was preparing. I was building courage. I was waiting for the perfect time to tell you something that will stay with you forever. Because May 3rd is the day I turn my feelings into reality. It's the day I stop hiding behind silence. It's the day I stop acting like I'm fine without you. Because the truth is, AB, I'm not fine without you. I can live without you, but it won't feel like living. It'll feel like surviving. And I don't want to just survive. I want to live with you. I want mornings where you're the first thing I see. I want nights where you fall asleep on my shoulder, and I stay awake just to watch you breathe. I want kind of love where your name becomes my comfort, where your voice becomes my therapy, where your smile becomes the reason I believe in God's mercy. And I know you might not believe it right now. You might think this is just sweet talk, but May 3rd will answer every doubt you ever had. It will answer every fear. It will silence every voice in your head that says love never lasts. Because on May 3rd, AB will prove to you that I'm not here to break your heart. I'm here to claim it with honor, with patience, with loyalty, and with a promise that doesn't expire. So when I say May 3rd will shock you, AB, I mean you'll feel your whole world shift. You'll feel your heart get heavy, not with sadness but with emotion. You'll feel your eyes fill up, not because you're hurt, but because you finally feel safe. Because you finally realize someone loves you in a way that doesn't demand, doesn't control, doesn't manipulate, just loves you purely. And that's what I'm going to give you. A love that feels like home. A love that feels like protection. A love that doesn't run away. A love that stays even when life is ugly. A love that doesn't disappear when problems show up, because I'm not scared of problems. I'm scared of losing you. So yes, May 3rd will shock you, not because it will be loud, but because it will be real.